Welcome back to the B&B Spoilers channel. Today, we've got a lot to unpack, from shocking power shifts to emotional confrontations. The storyline is about to take several unexpected turns, and we're diving deep into how everything is connected. From the drama at Forrester Creations to the tension between Bill Spencer and Luna Nozawa, we're in for an explosive ride. Let's take a closer look at the intricate web of relationships, secrets, and power struggles that will leave us on the edge of our seats. The Forrester family's unraveling grip on Forrester Creations. In the heart of all the chaos is the devastating shift in control at Forrester Creations. The once unstoppable Forrester family, led by Ridge, Steffi, and Eric, is now faced with a nightmare scenario. What seemed unthinkable only weeks ago has now become a reality. Carter Walton has taken charge of the company. This power grab by Carter, cemented with the filing of official LLC papers, is a huge blow to the Forresters. But the real shock will come when Justin Barber, who has been helping Carter behind the scenes, delivers a devastating truth to Ridge, Steffi, and Eric. These three will sit in shock as Justin admits that Carter is now the rightful head of Forrester Creations, and no matter what the Forresters do, they can't reverse it. The Forresters' once unshakable influence over the company is now shattered, and the family will have to come to terms with the fact that their business empire is no longer under their control. The power struggle between Carter and the Forresters is far from over, but this revelation will set the stage for a larger, more complicated conflict. Will the Forresters be able to rally support to reclaim control of their legacy, or is this the beginning of the end for their reign at Forrester Creations? But Justin's shocking disclosure doesn't just affect the Forresters, it's a game-changer for Brooke Logan as well. Brooke, who has been caught between family loyalty and her personal beliefs, will find herself in a difficult position. With the Forrester family reeling from Carter's takeover, Brooke will pay a visit to her daughter, Hope Logan, who is at the cabin. The tension between mother and daughter will escalate when Hope drops a bombshell of her own. She is standing firmly by Carter, fully supporting his decision and his new position as the head of Forrester Creations. Hope's unwavering loyalty to Carter will hit Brooke like a ton of bricks. As a mother, Brooke will feel a deep sense of betrayal, unsure of how to reconcile her daughter's actions with her own feelings. But for Hope, this isn't just about family, this is about support for the man she believes in. She'll make it clear that she's not backing down from her position, even if it risks driving a wedge between her and Brooke. Will this decision strengthen Hope's bond with Carter, or will it lead to irreparable damage between mother and daughter? Brooke's concerns about the fallout of Carter's decisions will only deepen, and her visit to Hope could be the beginning of a major rift within the Logan family. Luna Nozawa's unpredictable role in Bill Spencer's life. While the Forresters and Logans are embroiled in corporate warfare, Bill Spencer will find himself caught up in a different kind of emotional conflict, one that could have serious consequences for his personal life. Bill will be wrestling with some life-changing information when he receives a letter from Luna Nozawa, a woman who has held a special place in his life for some time. Luna's latest letter is filled with game-changing details that will throw Bill into a state of confusion and contemplation. The contents of the letter are significant enough that Bill will feel compelled to make a personal visit to see Luna, something that will surprise her, to say the least. When Bill walks through the doors of the jail to see Luna, she will be caught completely off guard. She might have hoped for this moment, but the reality of it will still be overwhelming. Luna will have mixed emotions as she processes Bill's arrival. For a moment, she may think that this is the beginning of a new chapter in their relationship. She'll wonder if Bill is finally ready to reconnect with her after everything that has happened. Luna has always felt a deep connection to Bill, and the idea that he's come to see her might give her hope that there's still a chance for them. But Bill's motivations for this visit may not be as romantic as Luna imagines. There's a real possibility that Bill has come to deliver a more difficult message. Luna may be expecting warmth and understanding, but Bill might be there to put an end to their correspondence altogether. He might tell her that it's time to move on, that she needs to stop writing him and forget about their past. Bill could sense that Luna is becoming too fixated on their relationship, and he might feel it's necessary to cut ties before things go too far. This will leave Luna heartbroken, as her hopes of rekindling the bond they once shared crumble in front of her. However, Luna's unpredictable nature could lead her to make a bold move during Bill's visit. She's not someone who easily backs down, and this meeting could be her chance to shift the narrative. In an attempt to convince Bill that she isn't the monster some might perceive her to be, Luna might invoke the idea of temporary insanity again. Could she use her mental state as a defense to persuade Bill that her past actions were not entirely her fault? This could become a pivotal moment in their relationship, as Bill must decide whether he believes Luna's claims or whether he will stand firm in his decision to distance himself from her. Luna's desperation might not end there. If she senses that Bill's visit could be her last chance, she might go even further, asking him for help to secure her freedom. She might try to convince Bill that she deserves a second chance, and that the version of herself that made those mistakes is not who she truly is. Bill will have to weigh the moral and ethical implications of helping Luna, and this could lead to a deeper internal struggle. Will Bill become her hero, or will he walk away, leaving Luna to face her fate alone? A world of complex decisions and unpredictable consequences. As these various storylines unfold, each character will be faced with difficult choices that will have lasting repercussions. The Forresters are dealing with a loss of control and the possibility of being sidelined in their own company. Brooke is torn between supporting her family and respecting Hope's decision to stand by Carter. Bill must come to terms with his past with Luna, as he grapples with whether to cut ties or offer her a lifeline. These interwoven narratives will keep viewers on the edge of their seats, as the characters are forced to confront the consequences of their actions. What's clear is that the tension is rising, and the stakes are higher than ever. With so many lives hanging in the balance, the future of Forrester Creations, the Logan family, and Bill and Luna's complicated relationship all rest on decisions that will be made in the coming episodes. The Bold and the Beautiful is gearing up for some serious drama, and you won't want to miss a single moment of it. The tension continues to build as Brooke Logan confronts her sister Katie in the design office about the shocking new development in Hope Logan's life. For weeks, there's been speculation about Carter Walton's true intentions, and now Brooke is ready to spill the truth. Brooke flashes back to a conversation with Ridge, where he voiced his concerns that Carter's loyalties were no longer with the Forrester family. Now, Brooke has the confirmation, Hope and Carter are not only involved, but they've taken their relationship to a serious level. Katie, who's always believed in Carter's loyalty, is stunned by the news. Her eyes widen in disbelief as she absorbs the weight of Brooke's revelation. But that's not all. The situation has taken a dark turn. Carter's decision to stand by Hope has led him down a path of defiance. Brooke tells Katie that Carter no longer works at Forrester Creations, because he tried to take control of the company. Katie, still reeling from the shock, can't comprehend what Brooke is saying. A coup, she asks incredulously. Carter, the man they all trusted, was now attempting to seize power in the very company he helped build. It's a betrayal of the highest order, and one that no one saw coming. Brooke is quick to clarify that this isn't just about Carter's romantic relationship with Hope, it's about his actions in the boardroom. Carter's shift in loyalties has left the Forresters scrambling to figure out how to handle the fallout. Ridge, in particular, has struggled to come to terms with Carter's betrayal. Brooke knows the damage is already done, and she fears that Steffi's influence over Ridge is only making matters worse. But there's more. Brooke believes that Ridge is now turning against Hope, blaming her for Carter's decision to take the company in a new direction. Brooke's tone is filled with frustration as she acknowledges that Steffi played a major role in pushing the Forresters toward this disastrous outcome. Now, the family is facing a breakdown that could cost them everything. Hope's fight for control of the company. At the cabin, Hope Logan and Steffi Forrester have an explosive conversation. Steffi, clearly angry and upset, accuses Hope of manipulating Carter, stating, "You got to him." Hope, however, stands firm, refusing to let Steffi undermine her role in the situation. "He has a mind of his own," Hope retorts. She tries to explain that their goal was always to save Forrester Creations, not to tear it apart. But Steffi is having none of it. She points out that their attempt to grab power has backfired. "Thanks to your little grab for power," Steffi says bitterly, "neither one of us will ever step foot in Forrester Creations again." Hope, however, isn't backing down. She insists that Steffi is the one to blame. "You were wrong," Hope says, her voice full of frustration. The tension between the two women has reached a boiling point, and neither of them is willing to give in. Steffi, ever the skeptic, rolls her eyes dismissively, clearly exhausted by the constant back and forth. "Here we go again," she mutters. Hope, however, is determined to set the record straight. She admits, with a hint of defiance, that she wasn't wearing lingerie for Finn, as Steffi might have believed. "I was waiting for Carter," she clarifies, hoping to clear up any misconceptions about her motives. This conversation between Steffi and Hope is a crucial turning point. It underscores the deepening rift between the two women, with each of them holding steadfast to their beliefs about what happened with Carter and Forrester Creations. Hope's insistence that she wasn't to blame for Carter's decisions reveals a growing sense of desperation to maintain control of her life and her future. But Steffi's bitterness shows just how deeply the betrayal has affected her, and just how much she's struggling to accept the new reality that's unfolding before her. Ridge struggles with Carter's betrayal. As the drama continues to unfold, Ridge Forrester is left alone to process the full extent of Carter's betrayal. In his office at Forrester Creations, Ridge paces back and forth, trying to make sense of the shocking turn of events. He's in disbelief over Carter's actions, and he doesn't know where to begin explaining the situation to those closest to him. Ridge's shock and anger are palpable as he admits to Taylor that Carter isn't the man they thought he was. "He double-crossed me and all of us," Ridge confesses, his voice thick with emotion. "He was trying to take over the company." Taylor, ever the supportive figure, is equally stunned by the news. She can hardly believe what Ridge is telling her. "He's your best friend," Taylor exclaims, struggling to understand how Carter could betray them all in such a way. Ridge, still processing the magnitude of the betrayal, can only shake his head in disbelief. He wonders aloud why Carter would do something so drastic. Why would he risk everything for such a power grab? Taylor's confusion deepens as Ridge reveals the reason behind Carter's decision. "The great Hope Logan," he says, his voice tinged with bitterness. Taylor still can't wrap her mind around it. "Wait, you're saying," she begins, her voice trailing off as she begins to piece together what Ridge is implying. Ridge doesn't hesitate. He nods, confirming what they both know to be true: Carter's actions were motivated by his feelings for Hope. Taylor's shock mirrors Ridge's as they both grapple with the realization that their once loyal friend was willing to sacrifice everything for a woman who has turned their world upside down. The fallout and what's next. As the truth about Carter's betrayal comes to light, the consequences will reverberate throughout the Forrester family and beyond. For Ridge, Steffi, and Brooke, the question now is how to move forward. The loss of control at Forrester Creations is not just a professional setback, it's a personal blow that will leave lasting scars. Relationships have been tested, and the damage caused by Carter's actions will take time to heal. But the Forresters aren't known for giving up easily, and it's clear that they'll do whatever it takes to reclaim their legacy. For Hope, the battle is far from over. While she and Carter are deeply involved, they will face significant challenges as they try to navigate their new roles within the company. The tension between the Forresters and the Logans is only escalating, and Hope will have to decide whether she is willing to fight for the future she envisions with Carter, or whether she's ready to step back and let the chips fall where they may. The next chapters in this saga are bound to be filled with unexpected twists and even deeper betrayals. Stay tuned, because the power struggles, romantic entanglements, and family feuds are only getting started. Be sure to subscribe and keep up with all the latest spoilers, because The Bold and the Beautiful is about to hit new heights of drama and intrigue. Steffi confronts Hope and the betrayal unravels. In a tense moment at the cabin, Steffi Forrester cannot hold back her disbelief as she confronts Hope Logan. The weight of the betrayal looms large, and Steffi is furious. She demands to know why Hope couldn't simply be honest with her, why she didn't come clean about waiting for Carter Walton. Hope tries to justify her actions by saying she wanted to protect her relationship with Will, but Steffi's rage is palpable. "Are you kidding me right now? Are you really trying to justify a coup at the company?" she asks, her voice dripping with sarcasm and fury. Steffi's tone cuts through the tension, revealing the depth of her frustration with Hope's role in the unfolding chaos at Forrester Creations. Hope attempts to explain that her intentions weren't malicious, that she had always been trying to protect the company, but Steffi isn't having any of it. "The company was suffering from your line sucking them dry," Steffi retorts, throwing a punch at Hope's business decisions. Steffi's words are sharp and cutting, accusing Hope of leading the company to the brink of collapse with her poor choices. She's also quick to bring up Carter's involvement, claiming that he was armed with cold, hard facts about the situation at the company, facts Hope didn't want to face. But what really stings is Steffi's final accusation: "Carter was armed to the teeth with facts and data that you didn't like, and now suddenly he's, what, your biggest fan? You're sleeping together?" Steffi believes Hope's influence over Carter was manipulative, a tactic to secure his loyalty and, ultimately, control over the company. Steffi can't comprehend how Carter, a man they all once respected for his moral compass, could fall victim to Hope's schemes. She is deeply disappointed in him. In Steffi's mind, Carter has betrayed not just her father, Eric Forrester, but her as well. "Carter not only betrayed my father, he betrayed me too," Steffi says, her voice laced with a mix of hurt and anger. This confrontation reveals the growing rift between the Forrester family and Hope, and it's clear that the damage caused by this betrayal will take time to heal, if it ever does. Remy, Electra, and Will, complicated dynamics at Il Giardino. Meanwhile, a lighter yet still emotionally charged scene unfolds at Il Giardino, where Remy is working. Electra seems to take great pleasure in teasing him about his new job, casually mentioning how awesome it is that he's now part of the team. Remy, ever the optimist, beams at the compliment and jokes about how he hasn't dropped a tray yet, attributing his good fortune to Electra being his good luck charm. The exchange between the two is filled with playful energy, a stark contrast to the heavy tension elsewhere in the storyline. Will, who has been silently observing their conversation, is taking it all in with a quiet intensity. The subtle undercurrent of jealousy is palpable, though he doesn't openly express it. Remy is genuinely happy to be working with Electra and tells her how much he enjoys their conversations. "I love talking to you," he says with a smile, making it clear that he's not just excited about the job, but also about the growing bond between him and Electra. He's even happier that they'll get to spend more time together, now that he's working with her. As Remy walks away, he takes a moment to say that it was nice meeting Will, but there's no mistaking the tension that lingers between them. Electra, sensing the mood shift, turns to Will and assures him that he'll like getting to know Remy. She describes him as a great guy, someone worth getting close to. She goes on to explain that she and Remy have a long history, having worked together at a movie theater in the past. She reveals that, back in the day, Remy used to sneak their friends into movies for free, further painting a picture of their close, fun-loving relationship. Will, ever the skeptic, asks if they go way back, and Electra confirms that while their bond is strong, it was never anything more than friendship. We were only ever friends, she adds, trying to reassure Will that there's nothing romantic between them. Despite Electra's assurances, Will seems slightly unsettled by the conversation. He quickly assures her that he's not jealous, which seems to put her at ease. Electra is glad to hear that, reinforcing her own commitment to Will. I'm with the man I want to be with, she says with confidence, reaching out to hold his hand across the table. However, the subtle tension between her and Remy doesn't go unnoticed. As they share a quiet moment together, Remy, standing at a distance, watches them with visible discomfort. The look on Remy's face suggests that he might be feeling a little more than just a friendly rivalry, though he doesn't voice it outright. Electra's invitation to Will to attend the new Christmas horror movie is met with enthusiasm. Will happily agrees, promising that it would be an honor to accompany her. The two share a kiss across the table, a tender moment that only seems to heighten Remy's discomfort. His dismay is palpable, but he says nothing, choosing instead to walk away and reflect on the growing complications in his relationship with Electra and Will.